Hey everybody, and welcome to our farm. And thank you for being here. Yes, these are my wonderful reasons, the wonderful reasons that I'm going to talk to you for the next 12 days about different topics that as believers in this world that we live in today, where we're getting so much information from social media and from media companies in general, and it's just seems sometimes that they are so loud, that there are so many people that don't believe in the Bible, that don't believe in traditional family values, as some might want to call them. But really, what it boils down to is sometimes small groups can have very loud voices because they are very, very dedicated to what they believe in. So instead of wagging our finger at them or others, why don't we step up our game and make sure that we're walking in the truth of the scripture and the love and compassion of God and the justice thereof? So what happened was a media story came out in which I was thinking, oh my goodness, the conversations that we need to have with our children and our grandchildren nowadays. Watch this. Charlie, we're not going to do that, okay? Okay, thanks. I appreciate it. All right. So right here in front of me, I had already made a YouTube channel, Royal Adventures, The Royal Life, where we had our animals, right? And then I had gone to a Myron Golden event, and he was talking about what things are in your house. And so I had all these things going on in my mind, and I just do feel like that the Lord himself led me to create these books. And not just for my grandchildren, but also as a coach so that I could help moms, grandmothers, caregivers, even, Sunday school classes and stuff like that with these topics. So today what we're going to talk about is Maggie Moo's story. Maggie Moo's story. Now, in the book, Maggie Moo, Circus Wagon, Sporty Moore, with our farm friends, Identity. We're all special. I know it's a really long title, but I just couldn't make it any shorter. But anyway, in the stories, none of the topics are overt. All of them, you can just read the story, and the story in and of itself is a sweet, wonderful story. And you can let the child ask questions, whatever, not ask questions, just enjoy the story. But in Maggie Moo, what happened is that she lost her mom. Her mom passed away when she was born. And so we had to bring her into the sunroom, and it was during the winter time. And so she had to have a bottle and extra love. And so now she's like really, really close to the family. We hug her. She's going to live all her life. And that's the story of Maggie Moo. And so Maggie talks about the fact that she got to have extra bottles and extra love, and that she's a part of the family and she'll live here forever. And that she knew that she was different somehow because she didn't have a mom, but that how that has worked out. So then I also created Bridging Hearts. And Bridging Hearts, if you see, Maggie Moo is on the cover here. The Maggie Moo book is on the cover. And in Bridging Hearts, what I have done is I have created questions that you can ask your children. So you don't even have to come up with the questions. And then there are biblical answers, the verses that would go along with those answers. So in this world where your bandwidth is probably really taken up with a lot of stuff, and you have important topics way up here at the list of things I know I need to do, or I need to already be ready when something comes across the radio, or when they come home from playing with a friend or something like that, then you are able, when they come up and they say, Mommy, what about this? Then you are already prepared. Or you have these books and you have already covered that subject, so you already know. So that's what Maggie Moo is about. Maggie Moo is about the loss of a loved one. And tomorrow we will talk about Circus Wagon. So we'll see you back here tomorrow, and you can kind of get a feel for what we're doing here. And I know it's really different than our 21-day challenge, and it's really different from our series. And they're going to be here for the next couple of days. So I'm just going to film as it comes up, because you know, when we have the connection of knowing that someone else is going through the situation, going through the thing, you don't always have to go through the thing to have the answer, but sometimes it can help us connect in such a way that it's like, okay, she really does get it. It's not just somebody that's written a book just because, and there's nothing wrong with that, y'all. But sometimes people would rather hear from somebody that's already lived through it. And I'm living through it with you, because even though they don't call me grandmother, they call me Nana, they call my mother grandmother, then that's what these books were created for. Also, I'm going to put out this call. If you have anything to do with an organization that caregives for children, teaches children, or hospitals, anything like that, domestic violence shelters, also I have an initiative to get these books into the hands of people that can't afford them. So if you would like to be part of that initiative, you can go to Victoria Moore McDowell, mcdow.com, because we are getting all the groundwork started for that as well. But we'll be back here tomorrow, and we'll talk about Circus Wagon and how she helps us learn about being bullied. Bye-bye.